Hey guys, it's your boy Z-Man here to bring you the next part of our Sonic and the Secret Rings adventure. Let us move into the Night Palace, which is of course my favorite world in the entire freaking game. Honestly, this world is so awesome. Just because, I mean, you're gonna see, this is the Erasergen's Palace, right? So naturally this is going to be the one that's filled with the most enemies. There's a crap ton of enemies in this world, and it's awesome. Alright, what should we put on for this world? Let's throw on let's get rid of the volcano slider, I think. Yeah, let's get rid of the volcano slider. Put on the fire gaze and the cancel dash. Cancel dash is a good move to have here, especially since I'm going to be trying to use it quite a bit just to go faster. Most of these levels are predicated on speed, although there is one level, I want to say, that you might have to rampage a little bit, so might as well put on the fire gaze to be ready for that. Well, here we are, the first level. Go for the goal. We're in the Erasergen's Palace. Honestly, this is a beautiful world. Just look at this palace.
So this is where Eraser is.
At least the inside doesn't look too great, but once we get outside, it's going to be pretty cool, and we're running on walls. How awesome is that? But if there's one complaint I have about this world, it's that the wall scaling sections can be very tedious, and they can cause you some extremely cheap deaths. Because as you can see, those what are they called? The ledges. Ledges are falling right in front of you. So if you're not careful, you might accidentally activate one of those ledges when you don't want to, and that's gonna fall. So you're basically completely screwed in terms of, you know, moving onward. And that was me using cheap little that's how you use the invincibility frames right there to get past that part very quickly.
What do we do?
Sora, you're acting like Admiral Akbar. It's a trap. Couldn't get past that fast enough, man. This is a fast-moving level. That's one of the reasons I really do like this level. You're going fast. You're at the fastest point you've ever been if you're doing this. You're at the fastest point you've been in the entire freaking story. Plus, there's a bunch of enemies for you to kill, and it's pretty much built to make you go fast, with the exception of those, you know, wall-running levels. And here we're just gonna climb the ladder of enemies. Keep on climbing. That's going to allow us to get on these little rails, which are going to help us skip the spike ball little portion. And of course they put like 15 freaking enemies right there just for you to kill. You hit one of them and then you can kill all the ones above them also die, which is pretty awesome. Speed break. I think we're almost to, yes!
I guess next
You want further proof that this might be Aladdin's Palace? It's carpet! It's the magic carpet! Magic carpet ride in the Aladdin's Palace, which is now the Erasergen's Palace. I don't even know if it's Aladdin's Palace, I just like thinking that. And this helps me out a little bit. Ah, shoot, I missed that fire soul. But this works exactly the same as that cannonball in the Pirate Storm level, so not that hard to control. Pretty cool. As long as you don't get hit by these. I mean, honestly, it's very easy not to get hit by any of these. Are you kidding me? Okay, I just want to say this right now. That is probably the first time I've ever died while riding the magic carpet. I'm not even gonna lie, I've never gotten hit before. Even the first time I tried this, I never got hit. And I freaking got hit there. That's the LPer's curse for you right there. That's the first time that's ever happened to me.
Hey, check out the view!
Oh, whatever. But yeah, listen to what Sonic says. Check out that view. It's like beautiful. The moon is huge and the stars are awesome.
He must be through here.
Yes, he is through there. And we just gotta get to the end of the room, which is getting harder by the second, apparently. Look at that! Dude, it like stretched like 12 times. I don't even know how far, but geez, that thing stretched far. And now we're going to go into another little section of the world that is pretty awesome. This is... I don't even know what this is. It's like we're kind of in outer space, but not real. I did not die. No. This has some of the most... This is a portion of the game where you can have some really cheap deaths, because even if you barely step off of the path, it will kill you. Barely step off. Even if it looks like you shouldn't have died there, it will kill you. It sucks, I know. But it's something that they do, and I really do hate it. But to get out of this section, you have to hit the hourglass, which will activate the second portion of this little section. It's going to release some gas. This red gas is actually designed to make you weaker. It's kind of like Supersonic, how you lose like one ring every second, except for you're not invincible, and you're not flying, which isn't cool at all. But once you hit, you just got to go through. We gotta hit the next hourglass. That's gonna fix the arch, as you just saw. It fixes the arch. And man, I hate those. Those spears are like the most jerk things ever. And I actually, okay, spear's not coming to get me. That's nice to know. They're coming now. I want to stay right there. That second spear usually hits me if I stay left, so you want to stay right there. Kill a couple enemies, and then we're almost to that next hourglass, hopefully. And crap, I can't get those. I can't unlock those boxes now because I didn't kill that last enemy. But hit hourglass. And we're going to come back to this section. This is the exact same room. It's just, now it's all fallen down, as you can see right there. It's got a few grinding rails for you to use, which I don't ever plan on using. Just got to go through, get some rings. But every second you lose a ring, and I don't think I've ever died in that section. It's not like it's that hard to get past, but it might be a problem for some people if you struggle with, you know, going to the end of a level. I think we only have one more gate to pass through before we finally make it to Eraser Djinn. It's awesomeness. There it is, the last hourglass. Second to last hourglass. We gotta hit one more hourglass. But the cool thing is, now, everything is repairing itself. How cool is that? Instead of breaking and instead of, you know, staying the same, everything repairs itself. This world is like a magical world of some sorts where everything like repairs itself after a little while. There's several different levels where we're going to see that, where everything repairs itself. It's pretty cool. Speed break! Haha, I cut off Shara. Shara was going to tell us to stay confident, but no, Shara, you don't get to talk. You've talked enough in this game. I'm going to cut you off by using speed break and getting some awesome experience. Got to level up. Very nice. Level 28. We have the Super Quick Air, which is an upgrade to the Quick Air, of course. New mission and a cutscene after this mission.
Ugh, it's the blue rat again.
Hey, looks like I'm running a bit low here. Think you could top me off?
Have you brought the 7 world rings?
Well, you see, you should really just look for them yourself.
Very well. I'll carve you to pieces until I find every last one.
Is that so? Let's see you try!
Epic battle versus Eraser Djinn! But we're not going to be accessing... Actually, now you can access that battle, but as you can see, we only have 6 of the world rings, so I don't want to access that battle yet. I want to get the last world ring before we attack Eraser Djinn. That cutscene is technically out of... It's actually out of order, because there's another cutscene that technically comes before it, but the funny thing is you can't access that cutscene before you access the final battle cutscene that we just saw. And it's kind of really weird. I don't know why they set the cutscenes in that order if you can't actually access them like that. But now we have to do the Night Palace number 2, another battle against the Wind God, or whatever it's called. Uhu. Check that thing out, the little blue light. And jeez, that thing got out to a quick little fast start. Uhu's actually a lot faster than he was in that Dinosaur Jungle level, and the Sand Oasis level too. He's a lot faster than in those levels. But we can use some speedrunning tactics to absolutely kick his butt. And he stops for every enemy for like 3 seconds, which allows us to get ahead of him anyway, so not like it matters. But right here, just watch this. Speedrunning tactics, and we're already 15, 17 meters ahead of him. I don't know what that is. It might be yards, it might be feet, it might be meters. I'm going to say meters because this is not an American-made game. I'm assuming they're using... Oh my goodness, I should have died there, but I didn't. We got lucky. And speedrunning tactic, yes. That's the really cool thing about these ledges. You can skip a major portion of them if you just do a jump right before and do a jump dash right there. You can skip a major portion of the wall scaling sections and get a huge lead. I mean, look at this. We're, 200 meters ahead of Uhu already. And that guy calls himself fast. And this spike spring thing. Use the time break, because it's awesome, and it allows you to actually hit the spike spring thing. This is exciting. Seriously, you won't let me get out of this? Come on. Oh, okay, there we go. We finally got out of the time break, and there's the goal, and we beat Uhu by 228 meters. I mean, we absolutely destroyed Uhu. Man, he didn't stand a chance. That's a fun little level to do, especially if you can't manage to do the speedrunning tactics that I did. It can be a pretty close fight, and if you struggle with getting the time break down, the time break has to be kind of perfected in order to hit that spring. I'm sure quite a few people could probably do it their first try, but sometimes it can be a struggle to actually hit the spring before the spike ball comes up and time break and all that stuff. You can do it without the time break, but it's not very helpful. And check it out, I have to show this off. I just have to. You come back here and holy crap, Big the Cat is breakdancing. Honestly, there was no reason for me to show that other than the fact that Big the Cat just did some breakdancing, which is awesome because honestly, Big the Cat is the stupidest character in Sonic history, and nobody likes him, especially me. I mean, Sonic Adventure when you're playing as Big the Cat sucks. Especially for a guy like me that loves Sonic games purely based on the speed that it gives you. I mean, a lot of... I died. Why did I do that? That was stupid on my part, sorry. But, like I said, I love Sonic games basically predicated on speed alone. And, well, not speed alone, but the platforming sections are quite fun as well. Killing enemies, of course, all that stuff. But one of the huge selling points for me on Sonic is the speed thing. Like Sonic Adventure 2, I didn't really... I guess I kind of enjoy it. I kind of liked playing as Tails because he had a nice little gun thing to do. I really hated playing as Knuckles just because I hate searching for stuff that I can't find and it's completely broken. But, well, not necessarily broken. I just suck at it so bad. But I really didn't like Tails' portions a lot. And Sonic's portions, although they were slow, they were a lot of fun. I really love Sonic's portions in Sonic Adventure 2. But yeah, like these parts where you're going fast, I love going fast. I'm sorry, that's just the way I am. And platforming is quite fun. That's why I love the Mario series platforming action. And Sonic has quite a bit of platforming. And oh my goodness, I should have died there, but I didn't. Try to stay on those platforms up there, even though they do break. Try to stay on those Yes, they are, Sonic. They are aiming for you, and you're gonna hit. They send out the little purple things at the end, the purple swirly things at the end. They send out those massive purple spheres that just absolutely like try to attack you and kill you, and it's not cool, and I hate it so much. Whatever. Okay, we're on to the... I don't even know which section this is. I think we're on the third section. I think it's really cool how we just keep going through the exact same... Those things honestly should have killed us, but... It's so much cooler when, you know, you hit the speed... Why did I jump there? That was stupid. It's so much cooler when you hit the speed... What are those? The dash panels. Duh! The dash panels. That's what they're called. Dash panels. Duh. Okay, we're on the 0 rings, because this is... I died! Come on! Okay, try it again. But, it's so much cooler when you hit that dash panel, because I'll show you right now. Boom! Hit the dash panel and you barely survive. But even if you don't hit the dash panel, you survive anyway, so that kind of takes the excitement out of it right there. Don't jump this time, just go under it. See how much easier it is when you don't do stupid stuff, and except for, you know, getting hit by massive spears of death and destruction. Again, how are you supposed to avoid those? It sends 4 spears at you. Honestly. 4 freaking spears. And I really gotta time this or else I'm gonna struggle on this next section. There we go, okay. And hey, look, there's the things are swirling on top. It's pretty cool. Oh my god, it's upside down. Holy crap, it turned up. The entire room is upside down. And I like how they actually made the boxes fell from the top floor to the bottom floor when the room turned upside down. That's really cool. cool little thing in the game that you don't get a real appreciation of until you actually play it. I actually never even noticed that happen until I was playing this level. It's pretty cool. Now we have to come up here. Obviously, you got to kill these enemies. That's going to open up this catapult, and you know, not getting hit by flames would be very nice, but I'm just not good enough to do that. But it's going to open up this catapult, which is going to allow you to shoot yourself off, and oh, that's right. Okay, the door is blocked, so we don't want to, you know, go down there. We actually need to kill all of these enemies before we do anything, and I seriously just killed 2 enemies at the exact same time. That is awesome. I don't think I've ever done that before. Okay, now we've got that door opened. Can we get up there? Okay, no, I guess we can't. I don't even want to try it anymore. Forget it. We're just going to come back here. We're going to not screw this up. Come on, Sonic. Do that back step that you do so well. Okay, get on the... Gotta get to the catapult. Backtracking, the worst part of this game. Backtracking should never be a part of this game because the controls for it suck so bad. Okay, shoot yourself out. There we go. Catapults never work for me. I hate that. I mean, honestly, how simple? It's a simple thing. You just gotta move it back and flick it forward. Why can't I seem to do that? All right, this is the last section. We're almost to the goal. We just gotta get past this massive, you know, wall. I guess, yeah, the massive wall of destruction and death and all that stuff. There's a lot of death and destruction in this game, if you haven't noticed. There's just a bunch of death and destruction. There's the goal! Get to the goal! Speed break those last 5 feet. Yeah, that was brilliant on my part, wasn't it? But anyway, we're going to be done with this part. This is the last mission we're going to do after we're going to get a level up and some extra missions. So thank you very much for watching. Be sure to like and comment the video because it really helps, and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in the next part.